My teaching philosophy in terms of using technology and media in the classroom. As I want to be a high school earth and environmental science teacher, I definitely see technology as having a huge impact in my classroom. Ideally, I would view being able to use software tools such as like Photoshop. Um, I would love to be able to do things like MATLAB. One challenge I do see is that I feel like the most relevant technological tools for students, ones that would be very more similar to tools that such as they would see in a career in that field or that they would encounter in like a university setting, would be a little challenging to teach high schoolers to use. Like I know tools like MATLAB have huge implications on how you can create graphs and model groundwater and surface water and all sorts of different things that would come up within my course that I would hopefully be teaching, but it would also be, you would need a course to teach students how to do that. Um, so those would be dreams, would be able to integrate tools such as that into a high school classroom. Those are also pricier things that school systems cannot always afford. Um, I definitely see myself using like Google Suite and Canvas and those sorts of tools just to streamline my teaching. I would love to be able to do like video lectures so that students who were not able to make it in person to class would not have to miss out on any information. I think that'd be really useful. The shareability of Google Slides, being able to just share PowerPoints with students. So also if they're unable to show up for class, they can still get that information and not be hampered. And then I wouldn't have to worry about backtracking over info. Definitely all sorts of like the online quiz formats like Kiwia and all of those would be tools that I see myself using. I know that nowadays there are so many videos and examples, and it's so much easier to explain like a more complex concept with an animation or something along those lines. So I definitely see it as having huge impacts in my classroom. Things that I do worry about is that I myself am a person who struggles with technology. It's not something I've used a lot of in my life. So, one thing I would definitely want to do before using those tools within my classroom is to train myself on those. I feel like I could definitely use a professional development in how to create a more technologically savvy classroom environment. But I definitely want to make sure that technology and media are integrated into my class, as these are things that students are going to be encountering. It's especially something that's always evolving, and I feel like it's super important, especially in the realm of science, that these tools are known and made use of, because science is not just done with equations on paper or anything like that. So I want my students to feel as prepared as possible. Um, so I'm hoping that I integrate technology and media into my classroom. I think I'll have to do a lot of learning along the way, so this class will be a good introduction, help me start figuring out what I could use and do.